Hi, today I want to present you one of my latest projects which I've been working on the past 5 years with an associate from England, Chris Gibbs, and which is basically a cymatic therapy device. So what is that? It's a device which heals the body or supports the body's functions through the use of sound. And where was this technology born? So in the beginning, 200 years ago, Ernst Chladni, I believe a Swiss or German researcher, he put some sand on a dish of metal. He played the dish with a violin bow, and so he could create some sounds. But what he noticed was that for each sound there was a specific pattern in which the powder or the sand on the dish would position itself. Later on, a few decades later, Margaret Watts Hughes did similar experiments with the vocals, with the voice, by singing, and could really create incredible images looking more like plants and like flowers just by the correct use of her singing. Then, in the 1960s, a Swiss researcher, Hans Jenny, he repeated the experiments of Chladni, but he used sound generators. So what he was able to do was really, by using different kind of sands and powders, to create a whole variety of very, very interesting shapes. And there's also a few documentaries on that you can find on YouTube, on my channel as well. A few years later, Dr. Peter Manners from England took up Jenny's research and worked also with some radionic researchers of the time and created the first cymatic therapy device, which was a more primitive version of what we have here. Dr. Manners created the first sound cymatic therapy device, which was something on the way of what we have here. More primitive. I can show you now a few shots because it's been filmed over the time. It still used cassettes, but the principle was the same.
The instrument is so designed to make it as simple for operation as we possibly can. On this side of the instrument is a sonic computer which will formulate the basic frequencies that you require for treatment. This can be then locked into the mind of it, transferred and recorded to a magnetic tape, and it is then ready when you plug in your applicator on this side to apply to the patient.
So how did I get to this? Back in 2011, I bought this machine, which is still working. This is a bioresonance device, cymatic device. And how it works, basically, what you have here is you have this list of numbers, and you can just insert a number, press enter, and then output, and here it starts vibrating. You cannot hear it because it's just, there's no amplification, it's just if you touch it you can feel a little vibration. So I've been using this device, which is quite expensive. I paid several thousand British pounds for this, and at a certain point all people in my family wanted to do this kind of therapy, but I only had one machine and you couldn't spend again thousands and thousands of pounds to buy a new one. So what I did, I tried to find out what the frequencies were, and there's 600 combination of frequencies. It's not just one frequency for each of these conditions or issue that you have on this list. Each one of these has 4 or 5, and anyway I could import them on a computer. After that, what I did, I discovered these devices which are on the market, which are called vibrational speakers, which you see, this one has this vibrational membrane, and these two have a similar membrane, just quite bigger than that one, and they work. You can use either mini jack or Bluetooth. And basically this way I could, by uploading all the songs, all the frequencies on a phone, I could spread this in my family so that everyone could do therapy. And after that I spoke with Chris Gibbs, whom by the way works in England doing cymatic therapies in clinics and has been a student and worked together with Peter Manners. I asked him if he wanted to do this project together, because the point is that I believe this can be really helpful, but the problem is that this is too expensive for most people. So, but by using a phone which everyone has and these speakers which are not that expensive, you could really bring the price down and offer it to everyone who wanted to experiment and use this kind of therapy. It's a bioresonance. It's just based not on electromagnetic frequencies, but it's based on sound frequencies. So what we came up with in the end was a system which we set up online. Now I do a screen capture so you can see basically what you have today, and what we are now putting on the market is a system where you have an app. It's actually a PWA, which is a web app. We created this website where you can go in. Here you have a shop where you can go and buy for a few €100. You can buy different packages. The speakers are included in the packages, so if you want extra ones, because these speakers you can also use them stereo. If you have two of the same kinds, or two small ones or two big ones, and you turn them on both, they will work in stereo, so you can do a wider area of your body. You can do therapy on a wider area of your body. Anyway, you can buy your package, and then you have direct access online on the frequencies you have bought. You get in here, and you see you have, at the moment we have, if you have the biggest package, is about 330 different frequencies, and then you can play each one. And you can see they all work, and it's it's a much more complete system than what this is, because here you can insert just one commutation, we call them, so one combination of frequencies at a time. But actually for each condition you want to support, you need more than one. So here you had to insert one and then play it for 3, 4, 5 minutes, and then you have to stop it, insert another number, play that one for 3, 4, 5 minutes, stop it, and go on like this. And usually we have, our playlists are basically all of 12, at least 12 different commutations. So that means that 12 times you have to stop this, start it over, insert a new frequency, a new commutation, and start it all over again. Instead here, basically we have create programs, meaning that each one of these, you see pain 1, pain 2, and whatever you're looking for, you can even search if you want, let's say cough, and you have a series of frequencies connected to cough, and each one of these includes at least 7 frequencies, 7 commutations, because actually there's 5 you have to do at the beginning. Anyway, there's a video where we go more in details and you can understand better how to use it. It's not my purpose now to explain exactly how to use it. There's videos, there's a user guide you can read. Anyway, there's 5 basic commutations you do at the beginning of your session, and then you can choose from the others. So the others have at least 7. Then there's ones which have more frequencies, and you basically just put this on the vibrating part, which is this, on. There's different way to apply the therapy. There's a finger way on the finger meridians. There's another one in the Ara point, or you can do it straight in the area where you have your pain or whatever. And anyway, and you just let it play until it's finished. So here you have programs which include more commutations, which run for about 25 to 30 minutes. Some are a little bit longer, but most have these timings. And anyway, this is now available for everyone to go online, and of course you have to be connected because the system goes online. It's not downloaded on your phone, because that would make a lot of gigabytes of space would take up. So you need to be online, and then you can just go and listen to them And we have created a product for a few $100s, which can allow everyone to experience cymatic therapy. Thanks for listening.